How you doing tonight, everybody? This is T from Cymbals and Snares, home of the Other Name brand. We're going to do another practice exercise tonight. This is going to focus on 16th notes. For you newbies out there, a 16th note is played in the same time frame as a quarter note. So, you new guys out there, you intermediate guys and you older guys like myself, you all know this stuff. But, I try and reach everybody. And again, for the newer guys, as some of the guys who don't know, a 16th note is counted 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That's it. That's all 16th notes are. Now, you can practice your 16th notes on your pad, and you can practice them on your snare drum. What I like to do is break it up. You never want your drumming rehearsals and your drumming exercises to be boring. And you know what? There's absolutely no reason that they should be. What I really like to do, and it really, really helps me personally, and maybe if it helps even a couple of you guys out there, then it's well worth doing this video, is I like to break up my exercises between my snare drums and my toms and my bass drum. So what you want to do is start out like this. One of the first things that you can do is just play a straight 16th note, just a regular 16th note pattern roll. And instead of doing it all on your snare drum, do 2 on your snare drum and 2 on the floor. So it would go like this. 1. Now, that doesn't look like much, but for you newbies and you guys looking to practice to do something a little different, once you start getting proficient at this and the notes are smooth, you can come up with some very, very interesting patterns. And from that, when you're doing rehearsals with bands and things like that, you can add on to that. Now, do some with your right hand and some with your left hand. So what you want to do is start out with your right hand, do a few sets, and then start out with your left hand. I'm left-handed, but I was taught how to play the drums right-handed, and to this day, it does still cause me problems. Now, what you can do is go from your snare drum and incorporate your floor toms, such as 1. It's a lot of fun. Now, another thing you can do is you can do a group of 16th notes on the snare and then a group of 16th notes on the floor and so on. Let's try another one would be 1. It's a lot of fun. Again, incorporate your mounted toms, your floor toms, however you want to do it. But break it up. Keep your exercises interesting. You will hear me say this every time I do a exercise video. Again, this is for the new guys more so than the rest of us. You have to learn these patterns slowly. You have to learn them correctly. It's much, much harder to unlearn bad patterns than it is to learn it correctly in the first place. I took lessons a few years ago. I've taken lessons on and off over the years, and my drum teacher said to me, first day, go ahead, jam. So I sat on the kit and I jammed, and he said to me, you're good. And he goes, but your technique sucks. And he goes, I can see that you were either taught improperly or that the teachers that you had before me never corrected it. He goes, the first thing we need to do is correct things. And believe me, playing a certain way and doing certain things for 15 years and then having a teacher tell you to do something a different way, and not be able to do like a roll or something like that is very frustrating. Learn it right the first time. So this type of pattern, like I said, you start, do a set with your right hand first, a set with your left hand. You can even start out with your feet and then with your hands. So there is just a ton of things that you can do with 16th note exercises. I love them. They're a integral part of music, and just break them up. Use those patterns that I just showed you what to do, and enjoy. Always enjoy your practice. If it's not enjoyable, it's time to give up the game. All right, everybody. This is T signing off. Practice.